fall and I have no idea like how close the ground was.
Yeah.
And when he hits the floor, like my neck bends on his body, and then like this sharp pain goes through the neck. The next thing I know, like my whole trap is getting warm, then the whole back is getting warm. Then I'm like, I need a minute. It just heats up.
Yeah.
And it's cold, hot, like at the same time.
We
So
used to call those stingers.
yeah, that's the word for it.
Yeah.
The first time it happened in college, it freaked me out. I was like, oh my God, it's over
Are
for
you
me.
paralyzed?
Yeah, but it was quick. But yeah, the first time it scared me. I was like, oh my God, this is completely different pain than ever.
Yeah, I don't like that. But yeah, dude, I was rolling today, and I wasn't even going that hard. And now I have like this knot or something. Definitely this sore spot. A massage would help it. I rolled out on a lacrosse ball for a little bit, and I sat in the sauna, and I put some CBD balm on there, so that's been helping. But I was constantly stretching it, just like, now I just got this little sore spot.
For this fight, every single Saturday after the sparring, I went to, I think it was called like Lily's Health Spa.
Uh-huh.
They like walk on your back and like dig in with heels.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I was going for like, I went to like 8 or 9 different times, just like every Saturday. Just like call them up. Hey, you guys have appointment at 3? Yeah. Go in.
Nice. So they're sponsoring you for your camp?
No, like I pay.
Okay.
But so hopefully one day. But yeah, they just like walk. Well, at first we couldn't understand each other because they're all just like Asian, but they did magic. And it was weird. They like stretch you out too. The first one scared me. She like readjusted my neck too. Like after all the stomping on my head and everything, she like takes my neck. I was like,
what are you doing?
I didn't think you can do this in a massage. But but yeah, they like dig with heels and like yeah on the one you described me was funny because they did like all these unconventional things that I just like never thought of. I guess because it's like they took a more approach of like actual rehab. All right, we're gonna do work on you right now instead of like, oh, you're gonna feel good, da da da. We're gonna just like do something and stuff.
Like they're trying to fix your body.
They're gonna fix your body. So it was funny. Well, like there was a bench right where like where your head is, and she like sat like her back against the wall, and she just started like leg pressing into my traps.
Yeah, pushing them down.
Yeah, or like she took one leg, like bent my head away, and then other heel was just like digging in the trap. I was like, they were like doing all kinds of stuff. It was cool.
I need to check this place out.
It's cheap
bro.
too.
What's it called? Where's it at?
I think it's Lily's Health Spa.
Lily's Health Spa. Yeah, man.
It's right next to the gym. 48 an hour.
Okay.
Yeah.
You say it's like some little Asian ladies there. Those are the best, dude.
I know.
They put in the work.
Yeah, I always request this girl named Nicole. Okay. I tried like few of them, and then like this one, and she like did everything right. I was like,
yeah.
What's your name? I was like, all right, I'll request you every time.
Yeah, once you find like somebody who's really good at that, it's hard. They're hard to find, and like you want to keep them.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah, because one was just taking too much time between like the rocks, the towels, the thing. It was just like too much time between the transitions. This one just work, back and forth,
Yeah.
So it was on point.
Yeah, I got a massage on a Groupon one time, and it was a terrible decision because I went into the place, and like the lady, it was this old lady, and she said she's been doing it for a really long time. And I told her I wanted like a firm, like I want it firm because I want to get deep tissue if possible. And dude, she just like did this thing to where it's like she's almost just like pushing on your, like it's nothing. You're doing nothing. I'm like, what? Like you just wasted an hour of my time.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like some places just like, all right, we're gonna just do the little touch up, make you feel good. This was like, no, this is rehab. You're gonna like it. There's gonna be some things you're not gonna like it, but we're gonna fix you.
Yeah,
so,
bro.
And that's the point. It's like,
that's where it's
okay,
at.
cool, let's do it.
Yeah. Did you do anything else for recovery during your camp?
Cold showers, hot showers.
Yeah. You like alternate those?
Yeah, like Jesse talked me into it a little bit. He was like a few other fighters did it. And so yeah, they just say like few minutes here, few minutes there, just keep switching back and forth. So yeah, of course, like I do warm and get the soap, and then it's like, all right, I'll wash it off with cold. Hurry up. But yeah, you get used to it somewhat. So yeah, besides massages, that was like one other thing that.
Yeah, you weren't doing like the cryo or anything like that.
I used to do cryo. Like I had like mixed feelings about it because it was like 3 minutes. Well, I guess also because I was driving 30 minutes to get there.
Yeah.
So it was just like hour on the road for the 3 minute little therapy.
Right.
So in my head was already like, oh, is it worth it driving an hour? Even though
Right.
like the thing would help. But it's just like, if the thing would have been longer,
Yeah.
then it's like, okay, you're actually spending time for something. So psychologically, just was just like, I'll just do cold showers. But I mean, if it was around the corner, around the gym, I would do it.
Feels more convenient.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna get a big chest freezer, like a deep freeze, and fill that up with like water. You can seal it, fill it up with water and ice, and then you can just plug it in every few days, so that way it stays like this nice cold slushy, and it saves money on ice. And I'm just do the cold baths.
Yeah.
Just do the dunks.
Yeah. We like use a tub.
Yeah.
Like at your place.
Yeah, so like a tub, but you get like the big deep freeze, like people keep meat in, and you can line it and make sure it's all nice and waterproof, so it's not going to leak or anything like that. And then you can fill it up with water, and I think Epsom salt and ice, and the Epsom salt will keep it from completely ever freezing, and then you just plug it in instead of constantly always having to buy like new bags of ice, because that'll get expensive. And then, just use that and just get in it. Get a big one that you can fit a body inside of.
Yeah, I tried this little different thing. I remember when I hurt my rib, I went to the store and I bought like 2 of the giant bags, and I was like, oh, this is gonna fill up the whole bathtub. So I filled up the bathtub and I just dumped those 2 giant bags of ice in a tub, and ice melted like that.
Yeah.
Temperature barely changed. I was like, what the hell? I just threw in so much ice.
Yeah.
And it was funny. I saw my brother's Snapchat. He's like getting ice ready because he was hurt, and like he threw ice. And I messaged him. I was like, did the ice like melted within 2 seconds? He's like, yeah. So like what I did next time, I actually filled up like 2 buckets of water, froze them down. And even though it was like actually less ice, just like the bigger ice block was able to like cool down the whole bathtub like to cold.
Oh, really?
And it was like still that giant chunk was there, and it's not like it melted down. So it was bizarre. But yes, of course, I mean, if you like an actual therapy place, then they have like unlimited ice and you can just load as much as you want.
Right,
but
yeah, they got a machine.
they have a machine versus like me, I just bought 2 giant bags, so maybe I would have needed like 2 or 3 extra, but I mean, you don't want to pay for that.
Yeah, exactly. It adds up. So I think that's why I'm going to go with like the chest freezer.
Yeah, that
and
would.
I can do those ice baths. Yeah.
You did the car buffer. I do that once in a while.
The what?
Car buffer as a massage thing.
Oh,
it's legit car buffer.
yeah.
I saw when I was at Lindenwood chilling. I think that was the first time I met Jesse Conaway. He had a car buffer and he was just like buffering his leg. I was like,
Yeah, I've seen
I
that.
was like, what? So he like showed it to me, and it was weird. It was like a massage where it's like every single cell shake. Everything just shakes and just like breaks apart, and
Yeah.
whatever needs to disappear just disappears. I was like, wow, okay, I'm getting this right now.
Yeah.
It was $20 at Walmart. So I got it a long time ago, and me and Quentin usually use it after
And it's just a like
Garage.
legitimate car buffer.
car
right?
buffer.
Yeah.
Like $20 car buffer from Walmart, and it's like you can like either do with the flat part or like put it on angle, so where like the angle of it
Yeah,
starts
it kinda
digging in.
gets in there a little bit more deep tissue.
So it's a little different approach. Like the ones that we see, they go in and out, while this one just shakes.
Uh-huh.
So the one that goes in and out, you wouldn't be able to put it on like, for example, if you like kick elbow with your foot.
Yeah.
The one that goes in and out, you're not gonna be able to do it. That's just gonna
Yeah, it's
do
gonna
it
hurt.
even more. While the one that shakes, it was like shaking all the cells, shaking all the soreness, and like all the 1,000 little tendons just felt so much better because they weren't
Yeah.
like being hit; they were just being
Yeah, just kind of
vibrated.
Like
And
so did you kick an elbow with your foot and you used it for that?
in practice, in
Yeah.
practice, I kicked and I was like, oh,
Oh, dude, it hurts.
And when I put the thing, like it wasn't like doing impact on it, but it was just like
Yeah, as
shaking,
opposed to like hitting it from up and down, it's actually moving
just
like left and right.
remolded everything, every single thing that needed to disappear, it disappeared,
Oh,
and
nice.
so it was good. So I never seen a product that would like right now the massage product is the one that goes in and out.
Yeah, I have a Tim Tam, like one of those, like the type of
The gun.
Yeah, and they also make like a machine.
As a car buffer type
Yeah,
of
a
idea?
car buffer
Oh, they
one.
do
Yeah,
have that
they
as
have
like
one like that
legit?
too.
Okay.
Yeah, I think a couple of different places probably do, but you can just get an actual car buffer for way
Yeah.
cheaper.
I showed it to Quentin. He's like, "Oh my God, I'm getting this today." So he like actually went out and get it. So we do that sometimes after the garage workout. It's like
I'm gonna get one too.
after all the hitting, it's like, "Yo, Q, because we exchange 5 minutes. I get him 5 minutes where
Yeah.
it's bad, and he gets me like 5 minutes where it's bad, or like 3.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Yo, Q, like my shoulders are beat up." So after the practice, I just sit down, and for 3 minutes, he just digs out the shoulder, another shoulder,
Dude,
and then he's
yeah.
like, "Dude, like my lower back is killing." So I just dig out his
What
lower back.
attachment is on there?
The cord is short, so you have to get your own extension cord.
Okay.
So yeah, cause like it's its own cord like that. It's like this long. So you just
Really
buy a
short.
long, cheap extension cord.
Yeah.
And I noticed that helped. You just cause you're always gonna be like sore somewhere. And I noticed like either my lower back or shoulders. And it's weird to get it on your own. Like legs, you can do it on your own, but it's like lower back and shoulder, and you need it, or else you're gonna be sore for like next few days. So yo, Q, get me real quick. So he just grinds it out and you feel golden.
On the surface, is there like is it like a soft cloth on there, or
It's like a cloth.
Yeah.
Without a cloth, it's almost like it reminds me almost what it is. It's just some kind of weird material. So yeah, they just put the cloth over it.
Yeah.
So it's like nice and cleans the car type of, almost like a towel-ish cloth.
Dude, I gotta incorporate this. Recovery is it's where it's at, man.
Now that I'm not getting younger and it's like all the injuries are catching up, it's like I'm finally like swallowing my pride. Well, before it was just like, oh, I'm not gonna get hurt. Why is people getting hurt?
Yeah, work harder.
Yeah, like why are you guys getting hurt? All these procedures. Well, like yeah, when I was younger, I thought I was like invincible, and now it's like, okay, it's like I need to stretch, I need to warm up. I feel this injury. Okay, now I can't be all wild and
like you have to listen
flexible
to your body.
and jumpy all over the place doing backflips anymore. I need to like really stretch out and all that, or like warm up. So, and everything, I just feel all the injuries and everything. So I noticed, and I kind of made a check mark on recoveries.
Oh yeah.
All the healing therapies.
Yeah.
So like I invested, as like, all right, for this fight I need to invest into like massages because I'm doing a lot of work, and it worked out.
Yeah, dude, you gotta take care of that body. How long do you warm up for? Do you like set out a specific amount of time to warm up before you train nowadays?
Depends what I do. If I'm just hitting back easy, then most likely I'm just gonna shadow box for a little bit.
Yeah.
And you know what you're doing, so it's not like wrestling where it's like you're falling and your whole body just feels this like weird impact. So whenever you like do striking, usually I just start off with like shadow boxing, and then maybe first 2 rounds you feel a little cold, but it's not like you're like hurting yourself, just because it's not crazy amount of stuff going on. Like in wrestling, you fall and like your whole body, your spine and your shoulders just like, oh, okay, let's do half shots for like first round. So yeah, when it comes with striking, it's just like, I think the first 2 rounds is just easier, and then you just feel fine. While with grappling, for example, if like me and Jeremiah or Carlitos are going, okay, let's hand fight this one. Yeah. Okay, next one. Okay, let's do half shots. Okay, now let's finish, but easy.
Dude, yeah, I take way more time to warm up now than I used to. Like it's just so important.
Yeah.
Because there's been times where I'll go in there and I'll start going too hard from the very get-go, you know, especially if you go with somebody maybe a little lesser of experience in jiu-jitsu anyway, and like they want to go hard and they're all tense, and you're like, man, I still gotta like warm up my body and open it up and get flowing, dude. And then like I found that those places of tension, like that's usually where you get hurt, like whenever you're not relaxed and you're super tense, like injuries.
Yeah.
If you're not warm.
I remember a few times, like actually like if I have injury, I remember when I had my knee injury and when I had my shoulder injury, people say, it's funny, people say like, oh, go do something so to relax the muscle. But in those cases, I actually had to go lift before practice to keep it all like,
to keep it tight and keep the blood flowing.
To keep the blood flowing, but more just to get the feeling of steady and strong. You know how you lift, you just feel kind of stiff.
Yeah.
So that's what I had to do. For example, for my knee, I had to do right before practice. I had to do some lunges. I had to do some leg extensions, leg curls, just to make it all
to like
solid. Just
to like
feel
activate it.
yeah,
Yeah.
just feel it solid so it doesn't move.
That was like a stability issue.
Yes, and that happened when I fought last December for Nemesis. My shoulder was weird, and if me and you would start pummeling, I don't know where it would just like pull and it would just be in pain or I couldn't shoot. So every single thing I do, I would have to like already be locked in.
Yeah.
If we pummel, I already need to like have this. I need to flex it in my mind. I'm telling myself keep everything flexed because if I relax it and I will grab you, you pull it back.
Yeah.
My shoulder. Oh no! So before practice, okay, few sets of push-ups, few sets of rows, few sets of shoulder raises each single way. And now even though I feel slower and a little more filled up, now it's just like it's tighter everywhere.
Yeah.
So it's already locked in into my mind to keep it tight. So now everything I do, I'm already tight and I'm not hurting anymore. So I'm not loose, which could be better, but at the same time, I'd rather not hurt myself and still go through practice.
Yeah, no, for sure. I've just noticed, like, especially more so in like jiu-jitsu, man. Like, whenever there are like certain positions, and like when if I'm really fighting a certain position, it could be, for example, somebody like you're fighting off an armbar, right? Like the person's doing everything that they can to really get that armbar because they want to win, and then like I don't want you to get the armbar. Say you don't get the armbar, but like now like my whole elbow is sore from like that constant tension and pressure that was there for the 30 seconds or a minute or however long that you fought that off. You know what I mean? Like that tension is where like the injury comes into play. At least I've noticed that like in grappling a lot of times. So it helps just to be like relaxed and loose and have the muscles warmed up for sure. But yeah, whether that's through I do a lot of like movement and body weight stuff, but yeah, lunges and different things too. That all helps.
Yeah, everybody says like Julius, stay away from weights, and I kind of did that, and I kind of did. I kind of stayed away from the weights, and they were like, just do more Olympic type of lifts instead of like bodybuilding stuff. And I was like, I'm with you. I started doing a little bit more of that, and like do body weight stuff. So I started doing body weight stuff, but I don't know. Like I feel like I kind of did maybe too much body stuff because like I don't know, because. Like on my last fight, I looked at the TV. I was huge.
Yeah, we were talking about that.
Yeah, I was like, oh my god. So I don't know. And Bisbing was like,
you know, camera has 10 pounds. Yeah, well, you got to put no more curls, dude. No more arm curls.
But that's the thing. I have no idea when was the last time I did that.
No,
like
I
just go find the pull-up bar. All right, pull-ups it is.
Yeah.
Pull up. All right, set the bench bar in. Go right under it, do rows, and just row, pull-ups, rows.
Start running. I think swimming's a good move because it's like low impact. It's easy but it uses the entire body. It's great for endurance.
One summer, I did a lot of swimming when I worked as a personal trainer in the Hamptons. My boss's wife, who was also my boss. It was weird having two bosses. Sometimes they like thought different things, and I'm like in the middle. Oh, I don't know what to do.
Like,
but yeah, she was like I don't know if she was swimming in Olympics or she was like a runner-up, but she was like really good swimmer. And she's like, Julius, come to our advanced class and YMCA. This was like a couple of years ago, and like in the morning, 6 a.m. And I'm like swimming. Well, I'm all right at it. I mean, I could float, I could swim.
Yeah.
All right. So like I went, there's just like a bunch of elderly people. I'm like, all right, this will be fine. And the coach was running the classes like, all right, start off with like 4 laps of warm up. And I'm like, all right, cool. So I'm starting swimming, and they're like, Julius, keep your head in, because my technique, I had no technique. My head was just rosing up all the time, just because I need air. And they were like, keep your head in and then just turn your head and breathe in. So I was trying to do that. I was like swallowing water. I was like dying. 2 laps later, I'm like already like just lactic acid, and I'm like dying, and everyone's just like jogging through it. And I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah.
I think maybe I finished 1/10 of a workout, if that.
Yeah, it takes it takes a certain amount of form and just technique.
I made a deal with myself that summer, twice a week, Tuesday, Thursday, yeah, or was it? I did it 3 times a week. I think I did twice a week, Tuesday, Thursday. for the whole summer, 6 a.m. I mean, whatever you call that. What is that? YMC?
A YMCA?
Yeah. Uh, uh, I would be there and I would swim. And this summer, I'm gonna try to be good at swimming. It took me three. It took me, I think, 4 weeks to finally get that idea of swim, 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 inhale,
Yeah.
inhale, inhale, and I was like, okay, finally clicked to me. Okay, and I think 2 months later, I did every single thing that they asked me to do. Because
Nice.
like the workout is crazy. It's like, okay, warm up. Okay, guys, now we're gonna do uh, so many like 400, so many like these. Now we're gonna swim with these things. Now we're gonna get the flippers. We're gonna swim a little bit with that. It's backwards. So it was like just kind of so many of like different swimming ways
Yeah.
and different sprints or jogs or whatever. And I think like 2 months later of nonstop swimming, I finally kept up with them, or I finished. Not that I kept up with them, but I finished every single thing on the chart, and I was like so proud of myself. I was like, "Yo, coach, like, what did I just swam?" So he like calculated every single thing. He's like, "You swam 32 football fields."
Oh,
I
nice.
was
Holy
like,
hell.
"What?"
It's 3,200 yards, dude. Wow.
So yeah, like so I forgot what was in miles. I calculated that too, but I was like, wow. So like yeah, the rest of the summer I was swimming and I got good with it. I mean, it was tough, but I got good with it, and that was like my accomplishment. And after that, like just schedule wasn't working out, so like next summer I couldn't do it.
Yeah.
Summer after I couldn't do it, and so right now I'm sure I lost all of that. I'm sure I could like still get the technique down because it's like riding a bike,
Yeah.
but like as an endurance wise, I'm sure I lost all
Oh,
of
I'm
it.
sure, dude.
But I was so happy. It's like wow, from like literally not being able to swim 2 laps correctly to just going back and forth and just like finishing all that crazy thing. So that is like one of the big like physical accomplishments that like I
Yeah.
always think about.
Dude, it feels good to be able to like swim and not stop.
Yeah.
Like, you just keep going. I didn't realize how much technique was involved until like I shared a lane with somebody who was actually good at swimming,
Hmm.
and they were able to swim the distance that we were swimming in like half the time that it took me to do it, and they were just gliding through the water like effortlessly.
Yeah.
I'm just like, holy hell, man! Like, I need to do better. But I like just if it's just like a freestyle stroke, I'm pretty good at that. And it's almost kind of like meditation. Like, once you kind of get your stroke down,
Yeah.
and then you just all you do is think about your breath. You don't think about how like long the lap is or whatnot. I really enjoy it though. It's easy on the body.
Easy, good. Yeah, in the Brockport, my first two years in college at Brockport, we Coach Murray always made us like do swims if you like hurt or like for the therapy wise.
Yeah.
So after practice, he's like, "All right, you." I'm trying not to curse how he does.
You
He's like,
can
"You,
curse if you
you, you,
want."
you, you. Let's go to the pool." And we're like, "All
You
right,
sons
pool."
of bitch.
He was like, "All right, pool." Oh, you don't know. Like he made up his own curse words. It was awesome. So it's like, you. All right, let's go to the pool. And we're like, "All right, pool. How awesome is that?" Like after workout, after wrestling practice, so like pool was just like right down the hallway. So we get in there and there's just like swimming team in there and they all just hating life because that's actual practice.
Yeah, it's
Like
like
for
what
them
they.
it's just like nothing and we all excited. Yeah, pool and we're just like treading water, doing all these like fast treading, just kind of easy go, like fast go.
Uh-huh.
We just kind of it's fun for us because we don't do it too much. So for us pool is awesome. Even if pool workout is awesome. While for like the swimming team it was just like
That's everyday life.
they're too excited about this.
Fucking losers.
But yeah, it was cool. So yeah, we did like swimming. Yeah, swimming's good. I should get back to it.
I mean, might be a good move. I don't know. Switch it up. Maybe
Yeah.
down the road for a different camp.
Yeah.
Dude, so much has changed since the last time we sat down. Like, so much has transpired.
Two extra fights.
Yeah, I mean, you won the LFA title, and then you just had a win on, a pretty big stage, Dana White Contender Series,
Mhm.
which was broadcasted on ESPN Plus and their app. Like, so tons of fucking people saw that.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Like, dang, dude, doing some things.
Yeah.
Does it feel weird?
Uh, yes and no. Um, I think why it doesn't, well, it like all the fights are new. Like for example, the title fight was another step, and the Contender series was another step. So, um, yes, it's new, and that makes it weird. Like the new things make it weird, but I think why it's not weird just because I see myself just consistently going forward.
Right.
So just the motion of going forward, just like, okay, next thing is also gonna be forward. So I'm
Yeah.
already almost like expecting it to be
Yeah.
something even better. But when it does approach, I will be like, ooh, this is new, this is cool. But
Right.
I'm kind of already expecting for that something new and better to come.
Yeah. Well, you're getting like a ton of support. You know what I mean? Like, did you expect? Is that kind of weird seeing all those people? Like, there's a ton of people. You had several different watch parties, I'm sure, for the last
Yeah.
fight. But even when you won the title, right? Everybody wanted to take pictures with you and the belt, and there's just so much like pride around that. Like, does that feel weird at all?
Uh, I enjoy it because I'm trying to do this like full time. I want to like do big things with it. I really want to do nothing else. So if I don't like it, then why am I doing it?
Yeah.
Kind of idea.
Well, it's not that you don't like it, but like it's different, right?
Yeah,
Like, how are you processing it? You like it?
I like it. I think it's more like inspiring people, and
Yeah.
it's like, ooh, they're looking up to me. Like obviously I'm doing something great that everybody wants to like little piece of it. Not in a bad way, but just like take a picture with me or be like support me and like
Yeah, they want to be like
congratulate me.
involved with that.
It,
People like to be associated with winners.
so I'm happy, very happy. Like right now, I have like all these Lithuanian people
Yeah.
hitting me up on Facebook, Instagram, and it's awesome that it's. I mean, because we don't have like too many fighters in UFC, if any, right now at the moment, and for them just to like see someone, because yeah, we have a lot of good people, but at the same time, I feel I'm the one closest to making it because I'm here. I just won a LFA title, so maybe if there is like bunch of like better fighters than me, I just like closer. I'm just closer to the door than them, just because they're like in Europe and no one really heard about them.
Yeah.
While I just kind of found that easier road while going through United States shows.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, the support, it's awesome. I like it, enjoy it, and I also know like there's gonna be more of it.
Oh yeah.
So it's
You're just
just
expecting it.
just expecting it, embrace it, and yeah, I'm just welcome all of it
Yeah.
because I know it's gonna happen, and I mean it's gonna be good for me because yes, it's good. It feels good to inspire the people, but at the same time, like money is gonna come with it too.
Yeah.
'Cause, I mean, if people like you, people like you. Sponsors gonna like you.
Yeah.
So eventually, like money's gonna come, and you gotta make a living somehow. You're not gonna make a living out of just people high-fiving you and taking pictures with you.
Right, dude.
Like
Gotta monetize
eventually,
it.
yeah, eventually you need something bigger. Because right now it's like fun and games, but eventually it's like, okay, I kind of need to like think about life as well and put money on a side to the
Yeah.
save. So, um, I mean, I'm still young. I still have time. I'm still gonna fight for a while, but that money side hopefully will approach sooner than towards the end.
Yeah, dude. Well, you start getting bigger fights, contracts get bigger, paychecks get bigger.
Hmm.
You gotta be smart with the money. So many young kids or fighters just get crazy with their money, dude.
Yeah,
Especially in the UFC where there's bonuses. They get those bonuses. They feel like that money's just gonna keep coming. That's such a common thing that you see.
yeah. It's like, oh, I just got five extra hundred. I mean, 50 extra thousand.
Yeah, 50 extra $1,000.
Well, okay, taxes, coaches, a manager, gym. Okay, some of it dropped out. Okay, I have extra 30,000 now. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. That's still extra 30. All right, I'm gonna buy this, buy that, buy that. Okay, now I'm left with 20. Okay, but did you really needed that stuff that you bought, or you
Yeah.
only bought because why the
Yeah.
hell not? You feel good right now
Or
with money in your bank.
how about this, dude? How about you have a fight scheduled, but now you just got injured, and now you have to live off of that. Like,
Yeah,
what happens then? Or that injury's serious, and like now you have to get surgery, or you know what I mean? Now you're out for a year, dude. You just blew all your money.
yeah. There needs to be because you do want to reward yourself, but there does need to be the little formula between. Okay, you just had a lot of money come in. Okay, you have fun with a little bit, you celebrate, but you try not to cross that line. So there
Yeah.
should be a formula where you must understand that this money might be the only money
Yeah.
that you make. Okay, have a little fun with it. The rest of it in the bank, save it, keep it till something next pops up. Because yeah, injury or being cut from the fight or something happening and you just bought a bunch of dumb shit.
Dude, so pissed off at yourself. Oh man. Do you think about like what you would treat yourself with a bonus? How would you spend that money?
Probably pay off student debts, pay off car,
Yeah.
get the loans. Probably, I mean, I live in a little studio. I and maybe invest in a nicer apartment. But again, the reason why you made it because you weren't being like living comfortable.
Yeah.
So what if you do make yourself comfortable? Like you
Yeah.
get yourself a nice car, you get yourself a nice apartment. Maybe you feel like chilling more.
You lose that edge.
You lose that edge. So should you remain living in like little tiny apartment
For a
where you
little bit
just
longer.
mentally just a little more animal than okay, now we're just gonna put you in a nice apartment and you just feel all happy, like
Yeah.
chilling, relaxing.
Keep you hungry.
Need to go to practice and a little later.
Yeah.
So it's a mind game that you need to
Yeah.
kind of sit down and talk to yourself about. And I always try to tell people, I had like few friends I spoke and we talked about how like money changes people, money talks and all that. So like I told them, I was like, dude, like if I'm starting to change, call me out, like call me names or whatever, like I don't care, just call me out, because like I would not notice it and nobody would. You kind of a little bit would notice it that you're changing, but not really.
Well, you have different opportunities available to you. I don't know if money changes people. I think maybe it just kind of reveals more of who they really are. You know what I mean? Because you can do a lot of good with money, dude, and you can help more people with it than you can't. You know what I'm saying? Like you can devote your time and help people.
Yeah.
But like if you have a lot of money, like you can financially help a lot of people. You can feed a lot of people. You could clothe a lot of people. Like you could do probably more good with it than without it.
Yeah.
I mean.
Yeah, but it almost like it almost comes like how we talked earlier, where you have a lot of money and then you're thinking like, oh, I'm gonna buy a bunch of dumb stuff.
Yeah.
So that money, even though it made you feel like, oh, I can buy a bunch of dumb stuff, maybe it also could make you feel, oh, I might do some bunch of dumb stuff too.
Yeah.
Do some instead of buy some.
Maybe.
So yeah, always everybody always says, oh, don't change, don't forget about us, and I'm like, I don't want to. I want to be the same way. I am acknowledging the fact that throughout history we've seen money do things to people's heads.
Yeah.
So if I'm one of them and I might do some dumb stuff where like I offend somebody,
Yeah.
or I just push some people away because of that little 15 extra minute fame,
Yeah.
then just call me out. I don't want to be a dick. Like,
Yeah.
I don't want to be an asshole for like doing something. So call me out, set me straight, and I'll be like, shit, you're right. Like,
Yeah.
that was dumb.
I get that. Some people are gonna call you out though, just because they're haters though, for real. Like average people like other people to be average, and whenever you're starting to do things that aren't average,
What you just said? How you said it?
average people like other people to be average, right? They want you to
Never-
stay average with
no.
them, right? I mean, when you start trying to be elite, like people throw hate on that. You know what I mean? Like it's very rewarding to be average in today's society,
Mm-hmm.
and anytime you start to do great things, yeah, then you got those people, oh man, you changed, or man, like what happened to you? But it's like, okay, well maybe you didn't change, because as you start hanging out with more successful people and you become more successful, you're gonna hang out with more successful people. So you're gonna
Yeah.
like upgrade the people that you're hanging out with. It doesn't
Yeah.
mean you changed. It just means that those other people just aren't really doing the same thing that you're doing.
Yeah.
And those are the same people that will call you out and saying that you're changed and money changed you, and oh man, you used to be cool and what happened to you? It's like, man, nothing happened. It's just I'm on a different path. I can't stay down here with you because I'm going up here.
Yeah.
And you're not on the ride.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, keep that in mind, dude, because people have tried to hold you down, dude, because they want to keep you where they are. You know what I mean? Like, it's uncomfortable to work hard and to sacrifice and to fucking diet and to put in the work. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying, keep that in mind. Because money, I like money. I want to earn a lot of it. Because I think you're a good person. I don't think money would change you for the negative by any stretch.
it wouldn't change, but I feel that little extra excitement. Just like how we said, like if I would get a lot of money right now, I'll probably go buy some dumb stuff. So
Yeah,
like
we earned it.
money just made me do something to do
Maybe.
something.
Maybe money just gave you the opportunity to do what you wanted.
Yeah.
That's true. But I hear what you're saying. You know what
Yeah.
I would do? I'd go buy a fucking fire-ass meal, like a big-ass, like $100 steak or something. I don't even know.
After the fights, we went to all you can eat sushi. It was awesome.
Yeah, dude. I treat
We
myself
picked
to
out
food. I just want to be able to go anywhere and order whatever I want and never have to worry about whatever the cost is. It's like
that's on my list now. Yeah, that would all you can eat anything. Yeah, that reminds me last weekend. Wait, not last weekend, Tuesday night.
Tuesday, dude. It was just today, Saturday. It was just the other day. You were in Vegas.
Yeah, it was funny. It was just like pretty much like sushi. Where you just all you can eat sushi, but they also had like all you can eat those like sizzling plates.
Oh yeah,
Dude, it
like
was
fajitas?
awesome. Yeah, it was just like those little metal plates. They come in and like it's still cooking in front of you.
Yeah.
So like people were just like ordering like steaks, just like so the whole food was just covered in sushis, steaks, just sizzling plates.
Sounds so good.
And we just stayed there for like 2 hours and we just like ordered. I thought I was done, and like 30 minutes later, I'm like, I'm gonna order again. Everyone just started laughing. Just started ordering again.
Dude.
Yeah. Food is good.
Yeah, Vegas is something else, dude. What do you think of that town?
I feel it has too much of a party vibe.
Oh,
And
yeah.
maybe it does, but at the same time, it also because that's what society made us to believe. Just like party city, da da da. Like everybody's shady and crazy. And yes, maybe I would think less of it like that if society didn't teach me to think that. But even then, I feel I would figure it out pretty quick after
Yeah.
visiting it. So I don't think I would like live there.
No,
It's
I
just-
wouldn't live there. It's always on. Like, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, there's just the lights, and there's just always people out, and it's
Yeah.
just craziness.
So yeah, not for me. I feel I could get like used to it
Yeah.
slowly.
I wouldn't mind visiting. I visited for the first time last year. This time last year for Worlds.
Visited or like actually just been for the first time.
Both.
Oh.
I never went before. I went.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, I was there for like I don't know a week or so. It was a good time.
Yeah.
I didn't think I'd like it. I didn't think
Yeah.
Vegas was my scene because I don't like casinos. I don't gamble. I don't do any of that crazy shit. And I was like, I'm not gonna like this
I
place.
gambled for the first time a couple months ago when I went to do promos for the Contender series, and Byron came with me, and we found out that he never went to Vegas, and we found out it was his birthday too. So it was just worked out perfect for him, and plus he
Nice.
was going through like little issues and stuff. So like
Nice little getaway.
the whole trip was perfect. I'm glad I took him, and we went to eat at some kind of forgot what kind of buffet it was, Flamingo I think or something. Oh man, we ate hard, and after that we went to just walk around casino, and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna gamble my $20 for the first time. I'm gonna gamble. So I was like thinking like, what is the simplest game that you like you kind of know? So we played the roulette where you just pretty much
Black or red.
50-50, black or red or
Yeah.
numbers or whatever. So it's like pretty much 50-50.
Yeah, play some roulette.
And so I'm like looking for the tables. Okay, $50 minimum. Like, no. $20 minimum. No, I want to play more than once. So then I saw $15 minimum, and I spoke to the guy. I was like, "Hey, how this game works?" So he's like, "It's just pure luck. You're just as good as everybody else."
Yeah.
But $15 was too much. I just want to play with 20. So we found that it was a robot thing spinning the ball. So it wasn't
Oh.
just like a screen. It had a screen, but it was actual table as well. And like the ball would shoot, it would spin.
Yeah.
Whatever it
It
lands.
was all
So
automated.
yeah. So and it was $5 minimum. So I was like, oh great, we'll just
Perfect.
sit and play. So the whole time I was just like red. After from $20, I jumped to 40, and then I was like, all right, I'm doing pretty good. Let's like bet 10 or something. Boom, boom, boom. Slowly just started losing all the money, and then like came back up back to 20, and was like, well, I'm back to even. But I think I could win. Boom, lost everything. All right, that was cool, but it was cool. We just sat and had fun for 45 minutes to an hour
Yeah.
just with $20. Just having that like, ooh, I won, ooh, I lost, ooh, I won.
Yep.
And just like you sat and had a good time for $20. So I wouldn't play more than that. But I could see how like it starts to get like addictive.
Oh, for sure. I'm sure it
And
definitely
like
can.
how it like sucks people in,
The
and like how
reward
dangerous
system.
it is.
Yeah. I think the last time I gambled, it's been a while. I lost $20 and I haven't gambled since.
Yeah. Yeah.
Playing roulette.
Next time it's gonna be like, okay, maybe another 20, maybe another 20. And yeah, it's like slowly sucks it in, sucks you in.
I think if you go in, like, if it's just like the intention of, oh, I'm going to spend this for entertainment, then it is what it is.
Yeah. After the fight, me and Quentin went to the bar. I had some bunch of singles left, and I was like, let's go. It was like at the bar they had like the machine, and like you plug it in, but it was like 25 cents minimum. Cool, we're gonna be here for forever just playing. And it was slots, but it was like a computer thing. It wasn't like actual real slot.
Right.
So we just kept pressing buttons, and it was funny. Like, I swear the thing is so what's the word, adjusted so you can't win, or like tricks your mind.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
at first it's like I put in $5. I had like, so it's like 5 credits, and I was just only doing $25 25-cent thing. And from $20, from those $5, I jumped all the way to 30. I was just like, win.
Cash
win.
out, bro.
It was like, just like lights, win, match this, match that. I'm like, what? From 5 to, I went all the way to 30. And then I started losing a little bit. Okay, I picked up again. And then just like lost. And I'm like, I came to, and like then I'd added more singles, and I couldn't do nothing with them. So I pretty much came to the conclusion, if there was like some kind of time limit in between it's played again, then it's a new person. Or let's trick him. Let's make him just
Maybe.
win. Most likely he's gonna get hooked, and then he's gonna lose all the money. Because like everybody says, if you win some, leave.
Yeah. For
And
real.
I feel that's kind of true, because if you win some, which you will, pretty much every single time right off the bat, you stay a little longer, you're gonna lose it all.
Yeah, the house always wins. They say that for a reason. House always wins,
Evil.
bro. Oh my god. I wonder how many fighters, because UFC has a lot of fights in Vegas.
Yeah.
I wonder how many fighters just go and lose their fucking check afterwards.
Possible, or at least part of it. Because
Yeah.
it's like, I just got like a bunch of extra 1,000. I might play with
Yeah,
1,000.
Fucking win 100,000. I just got $100,000. Let me go and blow 10 G's. Like what?
Just like that.
Yeah, man.
It's like you just paid another coach.
People spend a lot of money just for like that dopamine hit, just that excitement. Like, oh shit, yeah.
Yeah, I'm like playing on my phone, and just like
Same thing.
I think there was research done or something, like that's why there's like so many little colorful lights. Like the second you get points, just like
Dude,
fireworks
yeah.
happening.
Companies are always trying to do that. They're trying to figure out how can they gamify things to get people addicted to them. Or just like little fucking.
Just those little points, that little
Yeah.
explosion. Like whenever you need to collect the 3 same jewels or whatever, the fancy explosion. The more it's like, I made that happen.
Damn, dude. So what's next, man? Do you have anything that you're looking kind of on the horizon that you're looking at? I mean, obviously it's probably a huge relief, to have that Contender Series fight behind you, right? I mean, you got the win, didn't get the contract, which no big deal, right? Because at least you still were able to perform, and you got that W, you got that experience, you got that exposure. But it's like, all right, well, what's next? Is it just kind of stay in shape and maybe hopefully get like a short notice fight, or are you looking for a fight on LFA or another card or anything like that?
Yeah, it's like right now it's kind of waiting game,
Yeah,
because I
kind of
was
in
on a
limbo.
big platform and I did win. At first it was weird. It's like it felt like 2 battles. Win the first battle, win the contract. And since I lost the contract, it felt like I lost the first battle too. But
Yeah.
the second day I was like, I want whatever.
won, dude.
Cool. Yeah, that's all that matters. I was on TV, everything that. And so yeah, right now I'm just gonna wait, because yes, some people they called right after. Right now I'm suspended for like 30 days or so, or 45-ish, whatever the technicalities are.
Okay. Medical
So
suspension, those are all standard.
so I don't know like how it works with them. Like, so I guess they would have to call me after that,
Yeah.
because they can't call me now and then I go fight next week since I'm suspended. right?
Yeah,
So
yeah. Because if you're on like a mandatory like medical suspension for 30 days or 45 days, whatever
yeah,
they gave it to you, yeah. I mean, you couldn't fight before then.
yeah. So I mean, preferably I would like to do UFC just to like. I mean, it's UFC. Plus, it's like check mark into like
Yeah,
accomplishments. And if that doesn't work out, then yeah, sure, great. I can like go to other organizations and pick up money and sponsors. But you kind of want to put that like check mark on
oh
that big
yeah.
thing.
Well, the
Uh,
question is like, do you wait for them to call you or do you stay active? You know what I mean? Like, all right, well, let me get this fight in the meantime until they do call me, because there's always an exit clause with almost every regional
mhm.
promotion, right? It's like, well, if the UFC calls, then you're out of this
Yeah.
contract.
So yeah, as right now, like, yeah, I'm LFA champion. So do I wait? Do I wait to get for Bellator, PFL, UFC? So like right now, I'm trying not to think about it too much. Uh, Pretty much whatever happens, happens. I'm sure they're going through all little thinking right now. It's like
Yeah,
I don't want to do through thinking. I'm sure they just saw me fight, so they're gonna go through all the thinking, and they just gonna hit me up. I'm not stressing over it. I just fought. I'm not trying to think about fight right now. Give me another week, then you can like bring it up to me, because
yeah,
I don't want to have like, hey Julius, you want to fight in 3 months? I'm like right away. I'm like, oh, my
right.
mind is like back to work. Like
Oh
no, my
yeah,
mind doesn't want to work right now. Like yeah, I'll go work out. I'll still stay active, but I don't want to
yeah.
have that like from one thing to another right after
Yeah,
that.
when you
Just
get
give
a
me a
fight
week.
on the books, it changes everything, right? Like you're just constantly living in stress at that moment.
Yeah.
Because now it's like, all right, well now this is serious. It's happening again.
If it would be like 3 month thing, it's like hey, in 3 months. So I feel like, oh, 3 months, cool. So this month or so, maybe a little less, maybe the next 2 3 weeks, I'm gonna pretend like they never even told me. I'm
Yeah,
just gonna go relax. Then it's like a little over 2 months left. Okay, cool. Let's look into it and let's
yeah.
start picking it up. Cause I mean, yeah, you don't want to like jump in 3 month camp
Yeah.
when you're
Well, I
always
just
staying active.
Yeah. Well, I just wasn't sure if maybe the plan was like, all right, well, okay, we just had this fight. Well, let's just take some time off, like just stay active for the next month, and like we'll see if we get a call or whatnot, or in the next 6 weeks, depending on whatever that
If
window was. And it's like, all right, well, we didn't get a call
yeah,
just yet, so all right, well, let's take this fight in LFA, defend this belt, and then go from there. Or if it's like, all right, well, let's just keep training and see if we get the call, and then just, you know what I mean? Like, there's a couple different options there.
yeah, there is few options that could happen.
Yeah.
So I think I'm just waiting for them to tell me
Yeah.
what the options are,
Them
and
being
then
like your management.
yeah, it's instead of like kind of me trying to like figure it out and wait, I would prefer for them to tell me like, hey, we would offer you this, this, and that. And then another company will be like, okay, we would offer you this, this, and that. So now I actually have like two options in my hand, while right now I only have ideas
Yeah.
of what could possibly happen.
Yeah.
If Bellator calls me and they offer me something solid, okay, cool. I would
Yeah.
like to wait for the UFC to put that check mark, but maybe sure, fine, I could go there after that.
Yeah.
'Cause maybe Bellator is solid.
I'm sure the UFC will call you on a short. I feel like it's gonna be a short notice thing
I
though.
feel that too.
Yeah,
It's just
it
gonna be
always is.
something
Yeah, it's hey, dude, we need you to.
tonight,
Yeah, we need you to fly to Europe right now.
right now. God,
That'd be
yeah.
dope.
So just waiting on that. That's pretty
Yeah.
much the game plan. I'm trying not to overthink it. Still working out, but not killing myself. Um, yeah, just it's gonna happen.
Yeah,
I'm not
dude,
stressing.
it'd be cool to fight on a UFC card in Europe, like, cause I know they have like the Stockholm cards and different things like that.
The what?
Like in Stockholm, is that in Germany? Germany, Stockholm, Germany. Is that right?
I don't know.
Sweden, Stockholm, Sweden. I don't know. Either way, they have like European cards, right?
Yeah,
So, I mean, just imagine like fighting on like on a European card. I'm sure you'd get tons of people from Lithuania who would travel, right?
yeah.
I mean,
Garrett told me that Bellator fights in Europe more often than UFC.
do they? I know they
I,
do. I know they fight there often. I didn't know if it was more than UFC.
it was like he gave me some kind of like number where it's like ratio is like, I don't know, 1 to 3 or something, but like
Oh,
they
really?
do like way more.
Dude, Bellator's killing it. I know they're partnered with was it DAZN? I think Viacom's partnered with DAZN, I think is the name, and like they're this huge, I think like the #1 platform for like streaming sports like in the world.
Hmm.
So like they're huge. So they have this huge audience there, and then obviously there's the sponsor thing. Bellator is fucking dope, dude. The only
Yeah.
thing in my mind that they're lacking that the UFC is just really cool about is the
Promotion.
the bonuses.
Oh,
In my opinion, I mean, you're trying to get paid. Like
you are trying
it's
to
it's
get
nice. It's nice to get those $50,000 bonus.
But I feel almost like that $50,000 bonus is like almost like some kind of sponsor from Bellator.
Yeah, dude.
It's like it's just like a little bigger sponsor.
If
that-
you have enough sponsors, like it doesn't even matter.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
you get
yeah,
to wear those on like your clothes and stuff.
yeah, but yeah, like as in promotion wise, I feel no matter where you look, you see UFC.
Yeah, they've really established themselves as kind of like that. I mean, they're the leader, right? They're the first one, and they'll probably always be that. I hate to say that because
Yeah.
I said a long time ago. I feel like the UFC is going to go out of business. I really wish they would. I feel like they do so many bad things, in my opinion. I feel like, I know you said they treated you well there, right? Like you had a good experience, but I feel like in general, I don't feel like they do. I don't feel like they treat.
That's what I hear all the
I
time.
don't think they treat fighters well. I think there might be some good experiences, but in general, I don't think they treat the bulk of the fighters well. I think they just do a lot of shady shit. I'm not a fan.
Yeah, yeah, because for the show it was really cool because, well, I mean, yeah, I didn't get the taste of like the actual UFC live, but like for that Contender series part,
Yeah.
everything was cool because it was more for the show. So like they really took care of us. Like all the staff was awesome, and that whole process was built for that. And so I don't know. So like the facilities was built for that. They already had a hotel going there for these past few seasons. Oh yeah, that's right. They switched locations. So yeah, this whole summer they repeated that process so many times
Yeah.
that they just kind of nailed it and made it perfect.
Yeah, because
So-
this was season 3, right?
Yeah, season 3, and this season was different location, but still, like in this season, I was week 8, so for the 8th time they repeated the same process, so they just got down to the perfection,
Right.
and everybody was like,
Super
"Oh my
smooth.
God, like this is awesome! You guys are great, like helping us out, everything, like no delays, no nothing. You guys know everything, everything's on point." And when you think about like, okay, so that's Contender series, so that's completely opposite from like. Well, not opposite, but separate from like how UFC is run.
Yeah.
Since you have to go to like different cities, different everything.
Right. Yeah, because I don't think that's actually like owned by the UFC, right?
Contender
Because,
series?
yeah, because I know it's Dana White's Contender series, but you notice they don't use like the UFC on the gloves, and then
Yeah.
like it's not on Fight Pass, so it's on ESPN Plus. So I think the rights are probably owned by ESPN. So that's probably why it's a little bit different. But you have to check out the Performance Institute though while
Yeah.
you're out there. Like, what was that like?
Real nice, real cool.
Yeah.
Like they really like put a lot of signs behind it. Like the cafeteria was nice.
I bet.
It's like, oh, you want steak? They pull out steak. Cookie for you want salmon? They pull out salmon.
What?
Like
It's
all-
whatever you want.
Steaks, chicken, salmon, like anything, tuna. Like, Quentin came back with this giant salad thing. I was like, what are those, chicken? He's like, no, giant tuna pieces. Yeah, he like they, it was on point and it was
Dude.
cheap and
Oh.
they like really like tried to get it down to the like science of like for the people who work out and try to be so active and all that. The gym was nice, real nice. They have all kinds of stuff. Upstairs was like more of a actual like hitting area and grappling area.
Uh-huh.
Downstairs was like weights, little track thing, all kinds of bikes, like all kinds of like weight machines and everything.
Yeah.
And also with the rehab, they had like, you look through the window, it's just a room for like little rehab center.
Yeah.
People just waiting for someone to come in and complain about their injuries. So that was pretty nice. And like, then we went to where we went to the sauna. They had sauna. They had the steam room. Right outside the sauna was a hot tub, hot tub. And right next to that was really, really, really cold tub.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you get those contrast baths.
Yeah, and right outside the door they had that what do you call that freezing thing? Cryotherapy.
Cryotherapy.
Yeah, just do as much time as you want.
Yeah.
You can just sit for an hour there if you want to. Yeah, just do your own thing. And right next to it, I thought it was a tanning bed, but it was the infrared light.
Oh yeah, infrared. Yeah.
Yeah. So that
The
was
infrared therapy. That's dope, dude. Yeah, I know they invested a lot of money into like the science and technology and just having like all the resources available for the athletes.
They making a copy of that right next to it.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if I think in Apex building they're gonna literally copy that whole thing, or they making a new building. I'm not sure.
Oh really?
Because they just for the hell of it, just for the idea that they don't want two fighters running into each other.
Right. Well, and also because I mean, once you're signed with UFC, like I mean, they make it so you can run your entire camp out of there if you want to, right? So they open that up to whoever wants to come use it. So yeah, I mean, I can understand. Like, so they're just gonna like expand and double it, so you don't have to see.
And I think they're building actual like fighters hotel right next to it.
Oh really?
So I don't know if it would be like how you said, like people, hey, I'm doing my camp, okay, stay in a hotel for free, or is it more like for the Contender series type of thing? Because we were in a hotel with a bunch of other people.
Yeah.
So I don't know if they would use the new hotel just for fighters for the show, or if you can like come in and stay and use the facility, which I think that would be it. Hey, I want to use facility for 2 weeks. Okay, come stay at the hotel.
Yeah, that'd be cool,
So,
dude. I mean, I wonder how much property the UFC owns there.
It's nothing but fields.
Dude, Vegas is such a weird place. Like, it's not nearly as big as I thought it would be.
It's not, but it's just like, yeah, it's like so much open air. It's like, okay, let's put a giant company right in the middle of this field.
Yeah, dude. There's this desert and field, and it's surrounded by mountains out there, but
yeah,
there's not.
Yeah, and it was cool that we just ran into like so many like superstars.
Yeah, I bet that was cool. Who'd you see?
So like, yeah, we're just at the hotel, we're just chilling, waiting for the weigh-ins. I'm like, oh, it's King Mo. Oh, that's cool. Then it's like Rashad walks by me. I'm like, yo, Quentin, was that Rashad?
Yeah, dude, I see everybody.
Yeah, I got to talk to them after like the fights and the little diets and everything. So everyone was just like so cool at the institute. Got to talk with Forrest Griffin.
Yeah.
Saw like few alpha male people. I got to cut weight with I keep forgetting his name. He fought John Jones. He has like this like scar tattoo caved in.
He just fought him.
No, not that guy.
Oh.
Different guy. You're thinking about Hammer, which I saw too. I saw him in the locker room. I was like, man, this dude is huge. Oh man, too bad his knees ripped up. And then I'm like, wait, he's Brazilian. I was like, oh snap, he just fought John Jones. That's him.
Damn.
So that was pretty cool. Yeah, he was just
cool.
on crutches, and it's weird how it's whenever you hear people like, oh, they hurt themselves, this and that, just because you see it through TV, you think like, he'll be fine, this and that.
Yeah.
And then you see him in person, it's like, wait a minute, like he's actually hurt, and he's actually
it's like real, right?
It's real.
When you watch it on TV, it's not real. You just hear about it.
Yeah, and he's like, and I'm like, wow, like he's actually injured and he can't do nothing, and he's gonna be like that for like next few months. It's like,
yeah, he completely tore up his fucking knee.
Dude.
Yeah, people. It's really weird. It's so easy to become like disconnected from what you're watching, but it's like that's a real human being. Like that's their real fucking life. You know what I mean? Like they have to deal with the consequences after that. Like you see people getting hit, and like from the outside, like the punches don't look like they hurt, but when you're getting hit, like you feel those.
They do damage on you. So it was weird how it's like, yeah, like you said, you watch TV and just like, the guy broke his hand or like tore his knee, this and that, da da da, and you just kind of don't care. You don't think it's a real thing,
right?
And then you like actually see, and it's like, whoa, like I feel bad. Like this is
that dude fought for fucking a 5-round fight with a blown out knee, bro.
Yeah, his kneecast was just like giant.
Yeah,
like I was like, wow. So I guess he just goes every day and does therapies.
Well, he's in a good spot.
Yeah.
Damn, dude. Well, dude, let's wrap this up. It's been about an hour.
Cool.
This has been a fun conversation, dude. Every time, dude, they just fly by, man. Cool. Is there anything? So, I mean, you kind of already talked about kind of like what's next for you. So, I'll just leave it to you. Like, just tell the folks how they can like check you out on social, follow you on Instagram or any other thing, so we can grow your following, dude.
Yeah, just my main thing is Instagram. I try to. I have the fighters page. Everybody tries to send me a friend request, which is fine. I just know eventually it's gonna like just fill up,
So you're too big,
or I'm
yeah.
not gonna be able to see other people's things. So, yeah, just go on my fighters page on people calling me already. So just go on my fighters page, just click like, because whatever I post on Instagram, you guys gonna see on. The thing is always active. So yeah, click like on that. Follow me on Instagram. I picked up, I think, like 300 followers from this past fight. So I was like,
Oh, nice. Yeah.
almost 2,000.
We're getting there, baby. We're getting there.
Almost 2,000 real followers. And so, yeah, just keep clicking the follow, keep clicking the like. I appreciate it. It looks good. And, yeah, Twitter, I'm still working on it.
Yeah, hey, slow but surely, dude.
Yeah.
You'll get there. All right, brother. Hey, everybody, until next time.